Hello and good day yet again. Social science and the faculties, not the human faculties, but the academic faculty. Social science, an oxymoron, perhaps social yet science. Well, perhaps a social scientist is a philosopher. If we take this young lady in a village who perhaps knows one language, perhaps knows five languages, but she's illiterate and she might have never come across electricity or worn shoes. Um, Eventually, she looks at people, and maybe by the time she's 45, if she's fortunate or unfortunate enough to reach 45, she's looked at people and listened to them a lot and analyzed and gone over things and moved on to neighboring villages and learned their language and their ways and reached certain conclusions. She has philosophized and spent all of her adult life analyzing and putting things together, deducing, inducing. And now, perhaps we would say, well, this is, this is a traveler, this is a tourist who has a people watcher. And then, pardon the noise, we take the same person and, of course, degrees and so on and so forth, and then we call them, him or her, the same lady perhaps in another dimension, a social scientist. Now, on the one hand, social scientists to me seems to be rather, let's say, oxymoronic or paradoxical. There's a scientist with hard science and empirical evidence, and then there's a philosopher who, to produce, to publish certain material, publish or perish, has to use numbers and graphs and force philosophy and observation into numbers and graphs. Perhaps this is why, perhaps 10, 15 years ago, cognitive science superseded all of the social sciences, and many social scientists would accept this. Myself, I'm a master of a given social science. I have the paper from an accredited institution, so I'm somewhat entitled, perhaps, to this particular type of critique. We watch, we hear, those of us who can watch and hear, and eventually, after 20, 30, 40 years in a given context, we can guess and anticipate certain things about these people. Does that make us a philosopher? Does that make us an observer? Does that make us a social scientist with the prestige and the social standing that comes along with these terms? It's perhaps an important question. It's one that's important for me, an issue that's close to my heart, hence these videos that I'm uploading as the rubbish trash collectors gather the glass, which is the interruptive noise that you can hear in the background. We all philosophize. I said that in the previous video, and social scientists are philosophers first and foremost, perhaps exclusively, yet again, there's always specialization and different faculties are created, different professors and teachers are recruited, and different or larger, ever larger numbers of students are enrolled. And all of this, of course, is related to funding. The magic word of funding, to be fair, we'll have to stop at this very point, and funding will be perhaps another video, all interrelated, of course, interconnected issues as far as I'm concerned. Thank you. Have a good day.